Chapter 9 Transport in Animals 9.1 Circulatory System. The objective here is very important. Make sure after you're done studying the lesson to go back and make sure that you can fulfill it. So, the circulatory system or the transport system in animals consists of three main structures: the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. The heart and the blood vessels are the two organs of the circulatory system. Blood here is not considered an organ. What is the circulatory system? It's simply a network of tubes. You know tubes, hollow tubes, called blood vessels. So, what's the function of those tubes? They transport blood that contains all of the oxygen and nutrients we need to every part of our body. Simply, the blood here is the delivery guy, and the blood vessels, the network of blood vessels, these are our streets. And then finally, the heart is the pump or the motor of this whole system. So blood gets pumped by the heart through the vessels and valves to make sure that the blood flows only in one direction. What does this mean? That the pressure applied by the heart on the blood, also the valves that prevent the blood from flowing back, both of them make sure that the blood flows only in one direction. So, how does the blood flow? The blood flows, as you see here, from the lungs into the left side of the heart, and then leaves to the body organs and returns back to the right side of the heart to be pumped back into the lungs. The blood coming from the lungs is oxygenated or carrying oxygen, because in the lungs the blood leaves the carbon dioxide and picks up the oxygen. It returns to the left side of the heart and then gets pumped to the rest of the body, where the organs pick up their need from oxygen and release the carbon dioxide. So now the blood turns deoxygenated. When it returns to the right side of the heart, this side of the heart will pump it back to the lungs in order to pick up oxygen again, and the cycle goes on and on. So we have oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood means this is the blood containing oxygen, while deoxygenated blood is the blood that does not contain or contains very little amount of oxygen. The oxygenated blood is always found in the left side of the heart or pumped by the left side of the heart, while the deoxygenated blood is pumped by the right side of the heart. And also, as we know, oxygenated blood always coming from the lungs to the heart. Why? Because the lungs is where we get the oxygen. And the deoxygenated blood is the blood coming from all of the body organs back to the heart to go back to the lungs and pick up the oxygen and become oxygenated once more. Let's answer some questions. Which diagram shows the human double circulatory system? Here you see this is just a heart that's made of two chambers only. We will learn more about the heart later, but here you have only one round. But as we learned, we have two rounds: the pulmonary round, or the round that picks up oxygen from the lungs and goes back to the heart, and then the round that will take the oxygenated blood all around the body and returns back to the heart. If you apply the rules that we just re-explained on all of the diagrams, it won't fit. Only on diagram D it's gonna fit. Blood coming from the lungs will enter the left side of the heart and then gets pumped from the left side of the heart to all of the body organs and returns to the right side of the heart and leaves from the right side of the heart to the lungs, and the cycle goes on and on. So this is the only accurate diagram. Another question: which is not an organ? The blood. As we said, the two main organs of the circulatory system are the heart and the blood vessels. Thank you, and I hope this video helps you study.